Yo, what is going on, guys? We're going to be making a short little tier list video. Which demons are actually good in the game? So, making this tier list, I have noticed that there is much less demons than I thought there was. Like, I was always scouring this, like, oh, there has to be more, there has to be more. Just looking through all of them. And I mean, I guess if you put Daldry as a demon, I guess you could add some more. Bullying someone in my Discord right now. Basically, it's 90% of them is just Meliodas, and then there's like a few drolls. I took out the SR, Meliodas, and Fraudrin. I don't even know if the SR Fraudrin is a demon technically, but I took him out because he's trash. Counter Melee, like the blue one, I mean he's meh. I mean if you have that really small chance where Escanor doesn't one shot you, and you live, and you have a counter up, then that goddamn Escanor's dead. But other than that, it's basically over. And basically what I'm going to be doing is this is PvP only, not specifically geared, not specifically PvE. I know I've had to mention that. The past ones I haven't. But yeah, and this is my opinion. It's not 100% true. If you guys like a certain demon and you are rocking them, then keep doing it. I mean, more power to you. And basically, there's only one viable team with demons right now. I guess two, I guess. One being the Tarmiel Esterosa Stance team, and the Assault Mode Meliodas team. That is basically about it. That's all I have seen with demons. So, yeah, it's basically going to be ranking off of those terms, but let's get started. So, I'm going to be starting off with Green Demon Meliodas. Honestly, let's change this, actually. I mean, none of them are really trash, so we're just going to call it fun, because some of them are, I guess, troll. Troll would be more like it, considering what there are in these units. And in my opinion, I think Green Demon Meliodas is a troll unit, because basically if you kill someone, I believe you get their ultimate gauge. I believe that's how it works. I could be wrong, but I'm fairly certain that's how it works. So if you have a really built out Green Demon Meliodas, you have all his cosmetics and yada yada yada, you have them all maxed out, you bring him on the crit team, and you can really do some work. Now with SA5 on JP, he is not as good from what I've seen. I think I've seen Nagato and maybe someone else do it, but he's very underwhelming. He got very shafted on the stats. He didn't really get any attack. I think he got more HP than anything, which is like, why would you give so much HP to a damage based unit? Like, it's stupid. It's stupid. Like, come on, give us actual stats, not just like basic stats. And then there's Red Demon Meliodas. Honestly, with the thing of Lolly Merlin coming out and whatnot, I think he's still a meh unit. He's not really a troll, because there's nothing like troll about him. The reason I put Green Melee in there is because you can just steal people's ultimate gauge, and you can, rush ult, I guess. Unfortunately, his is an AoE, so it's not as scary, but, it does work. It one-shots pretty much any unit in the game if you have a weakness or a debuff on any of them. But yeah, I just don't think he's that good. You have to lose a teammate in order to, like, activate his passive, which is so stupid. That's such a dumb passive. It should be if your enemy takes, like, 50% or more damage, you, activate the passive something. It would kind of be like this guy's passive. Honestly, I think Counter Melee is a troll, or Captain Meliodas. He's an absolute troll unit. You bring him on the team. You try to just somehow force them to attack your Meliodas, even though it's almost impossible because they can just merge cards. Not every single player is just going to willy-nilly attack into him. Now, if you face a bot, that's an easy dub, boys. Like, literally, you just let them slam into your Meliodas, and he just keeps attacking and attacking and attacking, and it's great. And then we have Vampire Meliodas. Honestly, he's meh. He's not even a troll unit. He's meh. Like, yes, I know. Maybe I should add a new tier. Add a row below. Alright. Maybe I have to bring Trash back. Because there are just some units that like, literally, he's just made as a meme. Like, I have seen him on the crit team on one video with Kabuki, and Kabuki made him pop off. That's literally it. He literally looked better than Sariel. But I wonder how long that video actually took to make. So, he's not that great. And then we have Assault Mode Meliodas. Oh my goodness, I used to say Lost Vein Meliodas all the time. Now I only say Assault Mode Meliodas. I hate saying Lost Vein Meliodas. It's a stupid name. Assault Mode Meliodas, in my turn, in my opinion, with the one running around and Goddess Liz, I think he's great. I don't think he's godly. I don't think he's broken. I don't even think really any demon on this team, or any demon in my opinion, is really broken. Like, let's be fair. So I'm comparing it to the top of the teams. I'm not comparing demon against demon. So that could be why, but like I just don't see any of these demons absolute top tier broken beyond belief meta. And then we have Blue Demon Meliodas. I mean, he's good. I'll say he's good. If you run him in a Pierce team and you go first and you pop a corrosion, that way they can't put up the Goddess Liz shield, it'll break. I think he could be very good. I have used him. Oh my goodness, look at this. Meliodas, 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 Meliodas. Jesus Christ. I should have mixed it up a bit more. This just looks hilarious. And then we have Green Frowdron. Obviously, he's 100% troll. If you somehow have CC units, even though it's basically impossible now, considering every fast unit, I believe, has more CC than him. Like, if you out CC them, you block out their ultimate gauge for 2 turns. I don't know. I believe that's just from his commandment, quote-unquote commandment, because technically he doesn't have one, but I don't think you can cleanse that. That'd be very annoying if you could. Obviously, this man is literally made to be cancerous. Like, if you kill him, you want him to be at, like, level 1. You kill him, and then bada bing, bada boom. He gives everyone... He removes all debuffs, and he gives you full ultimate gauge. CP. I'm tired. I didn't just wake up, like Nagato would say. I'm just tired. We have Green Derriere. Honestly, I think she's very good. Not as good as a certain other Derriere, which honestly I kind of changed my opinion on over time, but just the fact that she can take away ultimate gauge, she can do the AoE. Oh god, what is it? I actually can't remember what her AoE is, but her AoE makes it so it procs the... Wait, why? Am I stupid? Oh my goodness, what does she even do? Oh, I'm going to save her to the end. I'm going to have to look it up. I actually can't remember what she does now. I physically cannot remember what Green Derriere does. Oh my goodness. So we'll just hop into Green Gloxinia. I don't think Green Glox is really that good. I'm not going to lie. Red Glox, I think is very good. Like, if you run a taunt unit with Assault Meliodas and him, he cleanses all your debuffs, so if you can, like, just slowly, like, whittle them down, and then you get, like, 2 or 3 debuffs, and then you pop that cleanse, or... I'm trying to... There, I can't do it with 2. It's not loud enough. So, yeah, if you bring Gloxinia, and then he also has that blockade card, very, very good, because then it make... What the heck just happened? Okay, there we go. It makes it so... Escanor can't, you know... use his level 2 cards, especially if he like stalls a turn and then you use it. That's when it can be really, really good. Okay, I see what, I just looked it up, Derriere. Well, her commandment, decreases the damage and range goes by 35% in PvP. This is why she is good. This is, okay, it was her passive, not her cards, not her cards. Also, I'm going to finish on Glocks. I'm getting preoccupied, but Gloxinia, yeah, you, do the because everyone runs and go through. So if you fight off that blockade card, which I believe procs at level 2, I don't think it procs at level 1, but it makes it so that you can't use anything higher than a level 1 card, and you can use ultimates. I figured that out the hard way. For some reason, I thought I would block out ultimates. It did not. So everybody runs go through. So all they can do, if they rank up and they don't notice that, they're screwed, and then they just sit there with a bunch of level 2 cards. If you're facing a Lost Vein Meliodas, which it doesn't happen that often anymore, but he could have been... How was Red Glocks not the meta against Assault Meliodas, or against Lost Vein? You know what you do? You fire off that blockade card, you attack Meliodas, and then you rank up his skills instantly, and then he just can't attack. Like, that's such a troll team. Like, he's great and a troll at the same time. That's how hilarious it is. Green Gloxinia, I haven't really seen what he does, to be honest. I don't think he's that good. I've never seen him. I mean, he probably has his place. I know he has a Rejuvenate or something, some kind of heal. And then I think he has a Corrosion card or something. And honestly, since I have this open, I can literally just look it up. Because I don't play test every single unit. Okay, so he increases the hero's defense rated stats by 5% for every alive ally. Increases attack rated stats by 5% when... Yeah, that is stupid. Increases my attack rated stats when I lose a freaking unit. That's trash. And then he applies bleed and he disables attacks. a worse red Gother. He's a worse red Gother. So yeah, he's meh. He's meh. Now we're on to Blue Molascula. Now Blue Molascula has Detonate. And then what is her other skill? I believe it's just like Recovery Disable, I believe. And then she applies Ignite stacks if you don't like use a card or two. I think if you don't use a card for that turn, you get 2 Ignite stacks on you. So she, in my opinion, is a troll. Simply because the only team you would run her in my opinion, even though I just saw Amazing's video with her, popped off, bro. But that's with a crit team. So you put any unit with a crit team that's not unknown or the same thing as a Ludosio, you're fine. You're golden. You're just gonna murder anything. But what was I just saying? The Kyo Monspeed team. That team could be absolutely insane. Or you just bring Molascula, Kyo, and then a Gother. That way you get Gother's passive. You throw Death Pierce or something in the back simply to boost you up or give you a bit more HP or attack or something. It could be really fun. So that's why she's kind of in troll. Like, she's not trash. She's not meh. I think she would either be in good or troll. That's where I would put her as. So honestly, just for the sake of the video, I'll put her in good. Red Molascula, in my opinion, simply because of her passive. Her other cards are so bad, but she's just great simply because of her passive. I can't put her good simply because she's really great with the Assault Meliodas team. Like, it's super toxic if you don't have a buff removal or anything, and you try to kill that droll, and you can't, simply because of Molascula. And then he has that taunt, he keeps getting taunts, he starts petrifying your units, so you can't take away his ultimate gauge. Granted, yes, this comes down to RNG, but I still just think it's a really, really solid team. It's not bad, it's not amazing or anything. Also, I'm going to X that out, stupid ads. But I still think she's a very viable character simply because of her passive. Now, granted, nobody really has her like max cosmetic or anything, or not max gear, I guess, not cosmetic. You are geared or anything. Hardly anyone does. But yeah. All right, now we have Gallon. Blue Gallon. Is this the one with the Amplify? Oh gosh, I wish I maxed out these units, but like I do, but I just haven't actually like looked at them or anything. And there's so many. This is the one with the Amplify, so this is the fun one in my opinion. This is definitely the fun one. And then he has a Bleed card. Now, what is his actual passive? Course is one enemy. The affected target cannot deactivate debuffs. Okay. So honestly, I'm gonna try this out. Okay, I'm gonna do a PvP video either today or tomorrow if I have time. I would love to max out Gallon, bring him in, use him as an Amplify unit, bring him on the crit team, and just see if he can pop off. So, or no, not the crit team, the Assault Meliodas team with Droll, Assault Melee, and Red Zeldris and back. It could be a lot of fun, to be honest. Like, Amplify is one of my favorite things in the game. Like, Red Escanor is probably the weakest, in my opinion, because it has such a high chance. If it crits every hit, it goes burr. If it doesn't crit, it's just like, oh, that was like 90,000 damage with a rank 3. Cool. I don't really understand why he has Bleed. I really wish he had like a Rupture card, but obviously it was a very early on unit, and they didn't have Goddess Liz. And I'm pretty sure that card still broke through the Merlin Shield, so it makes sense. So it makes sense why they gave him Bleed, I guess. I actually, it doesn't really make sense why they gave him Bleed, but whatever. And then Green Dairy, great. Okay, so I figured out what her passive does, obviously. She makes it so that way if you try to merge cards, you don't gain ultimate gauge. So therefore, you can't just sit there and merge cards with the Assault Mode Meliodas team. So once Assault Mode becomes very, very viable, like when it first did on the JP, like the first like week or so, I think she'll become godly. Because how are you going to fight that if you can't merge cards and you have cards just constantly stacking and you can't get your ultimate gauge? You have to attack or just hope you somehow one-shot their entire team. And that would only be like 2 rank 3 Assault Melee cards, but you know, good RNG would come at that. So yeah, that's just my take on it. Alright, and then we have the Red Gallon, which I need to remember what he does as well. Alright, so he has Shatter, and he removes buffs. Ooh, okay. This man is, wait, Strength attribute here is ignored. 30% of, okay, yeah, this Gallon is not that great. I don't think I maxed him out, but whatever. So what he does, he has Shatter, what's his shatter even do again? Ignores resistance. Okay, yeah. And then he has our move buff and stance card at rank 3 on the other one. So honestly, I think he's probably just good, simply because shatter, ignoring resistance. If you're facing a droll and you need to, ignore some of those resistance buffs, you can honestly do pretty good work. It's on one enemy. And then they have remove buff on one enemy and cancel buff and stances on one enemy. But then his passive. Strength attribute heroes ignores 30% of enemy defense when using skills. So I have actually found this out that I should use him on a Crimson Demon, which I probably will. I'll probably do a video on that just because, content. But yeah, honestly, he's kind of meh. Just thinking about it in my head, like, okay, strength attribute ignores 30% of enemy defense. Cool. Like, defense is like the most. If it was defense related stats, that would be absolutely insane, but it's not, so whatever. Now we're on to the Esterosas. As you see, I have kind of put them in order, except Green Derriere got away and just way towards the front. Green Esterosa, in my opinion, is probably a very great unit. See, I'm not putting anyone godly because they don't fit multiple teams. Almost all the demons have to be in a demon team or a certain team. And the only team I've ever seen Esterosa in is my Ruin team, which is really fun, not going to lie. Link won't be in description, but you guys have probably seen it if you've seen my channel before. I absolutely love his team like that. It's Ruin, Green Gother, and then Esterosa with Tarmiel Sublink, and then Green Guild Thunder in back. Oof, it's so toxic and so much fun. Green Diane is better in my opinion, but that full counter is really fun. And then he also fits on the Tarmiel team. Now, I'm not going to lie, my Tarmiel is kind of trash, so he just doesn't do that well. It's going to be Tarmiel, I believe it's Green Gother, and then Esterosa. You could also just throw Goddess Liz in there just because, be annoying. You could throw the 1 in there instead of Gother, even though it's really weird. But, it's a flexible team in my opinion. Basically, I just have to Tarmiel, Esterosa, and then probably Green Gillen back or Goddess Liz. One of those two. And then Red Esterosa, he's kind of just a troll unit. He's pretty much only meant to go with the Kyo / Monspeed team, whichever one you really prefer. Just a bunch of debuffs. He has that Co-Destruction card, which I believe it's an extra 20% of damage per every debuff on an enemy. So you get 6 debuffs on there. Honestly, you could probably run with the Assault Meliodas team too, because if people are stupid and just attack you, then he gets more debuffs. You fire off that Disable Recovery skill. You send off that level 3 Co-Destruction card, and you just do like 500,000 damage. It looks like a lot of fun. I would love to max him out and like actually use him, but I just haven't gotten to it because this man I finally just got. He's good. He's good. All right, so what Kyo or Monspeed does, Green Monspeed, Red Monspeed is kind of meh in my opinion, but whatever. We'll get onto that later. Green Monspeed, he makes it so that when you use skills, you cannot. Let me make sure this is the right Monspeed actually, because there's so many versions. Not so many versions, but they're so similar. That's like I gotta make sure it's the right one. So what he does, he increases the hero's damage dealt by 100% when attacking. Ooh, no wonder he does so much damage. Jeez. And then, yep, it's both Monspeeds. It's his commandment that prevents ultimate move gauge from filling up just by moving card or using cards. So you literally have to merge cards. Imagine if one person had Monspeed and one person had Green Derriere. Oh my lord, that would be annoying. You would just never get ultimate gauge. And then he has a weak point on his single target. I just got a notification. Okay. And then he has another single target, which removes ultimate gauge and deletes 1 card at random and 2 cards at random on level 3 and removes 2 orbs at rank 3. Why not 3 orbs or whatever? So he's actually pretty good. I'm not going to lie. He has weak point. Sadly, he can't debuff on his own, which is why you want to bring the Kyo / Esterosa, whatever you want to do. And he could be a very fun unit. I just need to get some more pendants and I'll finally max him out. I'm so mad I didn't get a single version of him from Assault Meliodas' banner. That's like the only demon I wanted, and I just didn't get it. I got so many trolls. Oh. And then we're on to the Red Monspeed. I just have to double check what he does because I'm stupid. Decreases the hero's damage taken from ultimate. Okay, that's trash. And then he has like Escanor's attack card where he fills ultimate move gauge at level 1 or 2 and 3. And then he inflicts weak point. Okay, no. You're trash. You're so bad. You're probably one of the worst demons in the game. That sounds horrible. The only thing that like somewhat saves him is his commandment, which makes it so you can't remove ultimate gauge. But he decreases heroes' damage taken from ultimate moves by 30%. Like, okay, what's that gonna do to the Escanor? Just still slap you. Alright, now we have Green Droll. Green Droll has definitely fallen out of the meta simply because you can just like cleanse his debuff, to stop out ultimate gauges. So it's not as good. So I think he is a kind of meh. Detonate, still a very strong, viable card. And then his other card, the attack or the debuff disables, probably his saving grace. That could push him into good, but I just am gonna compare him to the other Droll, and I just don't think that this Droll is that viable, even though it is Eren Yeager from season 4. Do you guys see the resemblance? Yeah, I know you do. But in my opinion, I just don't think he's that good. Like his detonate card, I've hit for like maybe 120k. Not it's HP defense here, obviously yes, but he's just not. I don't know. Maybe it's because his ult level is low. I could test him out again if you guys really, really want to see. I know I still have to do a Gallon video. That's probably the next one I'm gonna do because someone asked me like a few weeks ago and I just haven't done it. But Green Droll is just not it. Like he used to be really, really good, but then Escanor comes out, and ever since then I just haven't really seen a Green Droll. Like I don't know. And now we're on Blue Droll. Blue Droll. Blue. Honestly, I don't know. I think he's great. Like the only thing that cucks him is that he can get stunned, and then you can remove his or you can remove his buffs. Like I think if he was a stance unit, he would obviously be very, very much worse or very worse in my opinion because he has that petrify, which is really good. The only thing that really counters it is if you can't break a shield like Diane's taunt or anything or Ludociel's grace. So petrify is probably the strongest version thing in my opinion because I haven't really seen anyone mess up so badly where they petrify and then they break it in so long. That's been literally months or my gameplay. I've done that before because I'm stupid, but whatever. I just don't think anyone deserves this godly tier, and this broken tier is saved for a specific unit that will be that's not even in the game. I'm sorry to break it to you, but I just don't think any unit is broken in this game besides like Escanor, Goddess Liz, and Green Gother. Those are the only three, in my opinion, that are actually broken. Green Diane has her moments. I won't lie. Some units have their moments, not gonna lie, but they're all right. And then Red Dairy, I mean, I think she's kind of meh. She does do a lot of damage, especially with that evade. But with buff removal cards or characters out like Green or Blue Dairy, which is literally a direct counter to this Dairy, it's just hilarious. Um, yeah, you can't remove buffs if you petrify, and she has the evade. Never mind. I was like, can you? Can you? But no, I don't think you can. And then there's a few other units that remove buffs. There's Gallon, Red Gallon, even though you'll never see him. Ruin. If you run into me, you'll probably run into Ruin a lot. So yeah, like Dairy Area is very, very good in my opinion, but just not in PvP. Hell, Crimson, yes, god tier, absolute madman right there. Even though I know she's a female, I'm just making a joke, but yeah. Onto the final Dairy Area, the final waifu. Unfortunately, man, sorry guys. Blue Dairy Area, in my opinion, I'm doing this. Honestly, I think this is probably one of the best teams. Thinking about it, I think Droll is a god tier unit. Simply because that taunt is so annoying on the Assault Meliodas team. If you get a rank 3 taunt, Escanor does like no damage. And then if you have Melascula, but no, I'm not pushing her up. I'm just saying if you use Red Melascula, you can't kill the Droll. So it's a very toxic team. I know I probably got spam in the chat saying, oh my god, Droll's definitely way better, or this unit's way better. But guys, this is my opinion from what I have used. I've used mostly all of these units. Still have never used this guy. I would love to get this man. Like, please not Marvel. Release a banner where I can actually summon for them before next year. But whatever. Demon Hendrickson. When he first came out on the King team, I'm talking about JP exclusively because when the King team first dropped, like it was like a week of, oh my god, this unit's so broken, and then he just fell off the meta because Sardo, Tarmiel, and all of them. Hendrickson probably would have been great because he isn't God. It's not him. It's King's passive. Hendrickson is doing nothing. He's just sitting there firing off 2 cards, making King's passive proc. But now with the newest thing, like he probably went down to like meh, just absolute trash. Like, and the newest thing is being like Assault Meliodas released, the one release, yada yada yada. Merlin Festival Merlin actually. I guess it's not specifically only talking about global, but you know, whatever. He would have been meh. But with the introduction of him being used in the back by Shogun, I believe he was the first person that like brought this to light. I'm pretty sure some people were already knowing this, but he increases all debuff cards by an extra 50% attack damage. So Green Gother is like an absolute god among men. Like I think I hit for like 400,000 damage, which is his level 3 AoE. Crazy numbers in my opinion. Like come on now, that's like Sariel damage. So honestly, I think he's a very good backline unit for any kind of like debuff teams, like Monspeed, for instance. Wait, does the green Monspeed have a debuff card? I believe it should be considered a debuff card, right? No, he does not. Okay, I was wrong. But whatever. Very good unit still. And now we're on to Blue Zeldris. He's a troll unit, man. Like, he's just not good. If he's not on a crit team, he should have got an extra crit chance on his SA5 Awaken, but I bet you will get it on SA6 whenever that comes, and I kind of have a speculation on when it's going to come, but I'm not going to say anything yet. Yeah, he's just not good, man. Like, his Despair, it can hit hard, but you're just not going to crit, man. Like, if you don't crit, he does he basically does, like, green or red bond damage, bro. He does red bond damage. Where is he? Where's that bond? This bond of damage. So, yeah, that's my opinion. I don't think he's that great. He has a cool passive, I guess. You know, you move a card, you get more crit chance, but whatever. And then if you move a card, you lose ultimate gauge. Like, yeah, cool, whatever, Zeldris, go away. And then this Zeldris, he's very good. I'm not going to say he's godly or great or anything, simply because all you're using him for is his passive. You're using him in the back. Yeah, you can remove buffs, you can recovery seal, but I just don't think it's good enough to actually throw him in the front lines and have him as a max damaging units. Once green units fully take over and the one slowly slides off his absolute peak of perfection, then maybe we'll have a chance to have him pop off again, but by that time there'll probably be a better Zeldris or even just a better red unit in general. And then finally we're on to Assault Meliodas, and he is godly. Him himself is god tier. His passive is amazing. Wish it could have been a bit better so you didn't have to be attacked to get the buff, but whatever, it is what it is. It's the first Assault Meliodas. We'll probably get another one anyways, hopefully better. Hopefully a bit more thought through, so that way it's not just a waiting game if you face the same team. His Rupture card absolutely broken when you have the defense related stats downs. Like, he's just insane. And what I like about him is he brings a sort of diversity to the meta instead of just always using Green Gother. I'm very, very happy that he is not able to be ran alongside Goddess Liz or Green Gother, and it's just a bit refreshing. I like facing it. I like using him. He's a bit different. I still need to use a full UR team of Assault Meliodas' team. I'm still getting that sorted out. I believe I have everybody all set up. I just have to increase their CC a bit. I think my melee is at 53k CC, which with HP defense, which isn't that great, but it isn't the worst. So, you know, yeah. And guys, this is my opinion. Tell me what you think down below. Please let me know if you would like to see another kind of tier list video, like maybe ranking the best tier humans in the meta, best tier goddess units in the meta, or best unknown units in the meta, which I'll probably do with the JP units because that's where a lot of the good unknowns are right now, you know. And yeah, I don't think I've missed any demons, but I very well could have because I'm a dunce. So yeah, let me know down below, guys. What do you think? And please consider subscribing if you like this daily content. I would love to do another PvP video today. I just don't know if I can. I have stuff to do, but I have tomorrow off from work, so therefore I could probably do some stuff tomorrow, hopefully. And yeah, let me know down below. What do you guys think? And I hope you guys have an amazing day. And I just opened Photoshop. No, go away. And peace out.